Hello, my name is CorviusOne, and this is my Devastation Evoker PvP guide. I'm gonna try to keep it as simple as possible. So let's start, I guess. Alright, let's start with stats. I'm playing around 29% haste, 24% hostility, and the rest is mastery. One big reason for that is that since this patch, this season, our sleepwalk is have not the baseline, and baseline cast time is increased to 1.7 second cast. So without any haste, it's just really hard and awful to land the sleepwalks. And with high haste, you can actually just spam CC people for pills or just well CC, you know. And it feels really nice. And also on high HMR, people always constantly trying to stop you. You're getting every micro CC possible, so the higher your haste, the more you get out of it. So I decided I'm gonna try to play with 30% haste, and I really like it. I probably will, will recommend playing that, but you still can play with high mastery or like maybe go like a little bit less haste. I saw a lot of people playing around like 20% haste and rest mastery, but I just like playing really high haste. And okay, let's swap to talents. This is my default talent build that I play against most of the comps. I swap a lot of stuff, not a lot of stuff, I swap some stuff, like for example, if I play against pure or physical DPS melees, I don't need the internet resistance. So I drop it and take a big knockback, or I can take a route, for example, for BM Hunters, right, for pets. Like shorter route, oh, just pets, like, or barriers as well, it's kind of nice to have it. If you play against double caster, for example, you drop Tailwind and you go double internet resistance. If you play against something with big shield, for specifically decays, because the anti-magic shield is hard to break, since our disintegrate just goes to nowhere and just disappear when you cast it, so I'll drop one enkindled, drop impressive roar usually, take blast furnace, and take unravel for that shield. It doesn't kill it fully always, but it helps a lot to have it. It's also not to be bad against warlock shields, priest shields, so So, and you don't really need tailwind against decay as well, because you're always gonna get grieved back and forward, and it's whatever. It's like really nice to have against like melee caster like warrior or something, just to be able to get away. And I'm gonna link both builds, maybe like 3 of them in my description, so you guys can just sub around if you want. PvP talents. I'm basically playing Unburdened Flight almost every single game. I'm playing Shroud almost every single game, except games against mages, because mage can just spell steal it, and it's gonna disappear instantly, and you're gonna give benefits to a mage. So you wanna swap it to like Scoring Flame, so you can maybe push alter times from mage and shields and stuff. It's kind of nice to use it. Third PvP's talent slot is situational. I often play with time stop. It's a really good PvP talent, but it's really tricky because you can often overlap your time stop with a healer, for example, using some defensives on you. So you don't really want to use it outside of moments when your healer is in CC. You can also use it to peel for your teammates, which is really nice. Sometimes I use it against, actually I'm using quite often against Duster Warlocks. For example, when you see the casting Chaos Balls on you, you can just time stop the balls damage, which is really nice, but it's also, you can do like really bad overlaps with that, and I can show you at least like one moment that I did not so long ago, which was kind of not amazing. You can also play Chronolob, which is quite a decent and fun PvP talent. It's basically a version of Mage's Alter Time, but you put it on enemies. And you can get quite easily like some defensive cooldowns from your opponents or even get a kill if you land it on low amount of HP, right? And they're gonna get killed and they're gonna go back to low HP again and panic and press everything, which is really nice. And I actually got a lot of wins by just using that PP talent. But it's also easy to counter by just dispelling it instantly. Another usage of that PP talent is to use it for kiting. For example, let's say you're playing with a warlock and the enemy team has a warrior, and that warrior is training your warlock using gates, and you know that warrior gonna press his leap right now on your warlock, so you just press your kernel loop on him, and after he leaps, he's just gonna go ported back, which is really help your warlock, and stuff like that. Well, it's really nice PP talent. And of course, Scoring Flame. Scoring Flame is a really good PP talent, especially against Rester Druids, Rester Shamans, Mages. Basically, it's a big push, and you're getting one push per charge of Fire Breath. So it's really nice, especially against Rester Druids. Sometimes you can also play Obsidian Metal against like comps with Asarok just to not get silenced non-stop and get some cast off. Or like double melee and Fist Fever or something, you know, like some comps with triple interrupts. But honestly, I don't really like this PP talent because I see a lot of people using it, this PP talent and using walls offensively, which is, I think is not really good thing to do most of the time, because you really want to use your defensives for all defensive situations. But you can use that, yeah. Alright, rotation. Rotation is super simple. Basically what you do, you land your deep breath on a kill target, you use Dragon Rage, Fire Breath in one charge, then Shattering Star into NS Eternity Surge. Then you do 2 big mass disintegrates, and then disintegrate, and disintegrate. If you have procs of Living Flame, you use that to get a Essence Burst. If not, you continue disintegrating. If you run out of focus, out of essence, sorry. You use, and you don't have Living Flame proc, you use Azure Strike to get Essence Burst proc. And you do that until you have Fire Breath and Eternity Surge bags, and you do another Fire Breath into Shattering Star, into Eternity Surge, into double Mass Disintegrate. That's all your Dragon Rage rotation burst. And your normal rotation is basically the same. You just do the same thing. And it's really important to land Deep Breath on your kill target, because you're getting damage modifier from your heal talent. You're getting melt armor on the kill target. That's increased damage from your essence abilities by 20%. So it's kind of really important to have it in your kill target. And now let me show you how to do it. Deep Breath, Dragon Rage, Fire Breath 1 charge, Shattering Star into NS Turn to Surge, 2 big disintegrates. Then I'm gonna use Living Flame for a proc for Essence Burst. Another Living Flame. Then disintegrate, disintegrate. I have no procs, I'm using that again. Okay, Fire Breath is back. Fire Breath. Gonna use another Living Flame because my Shattering Star is not ready. Shattering Star and Surge. Do 2 big disintegrates again. And yeah, and you continue doing that. And your normal rotation, basically the same thing. And finally, let's talk about some gameplay moments. First one is double jumping. I noticed a lot of people barely use that. And honestly, double jumping can save you some hover charges when you're trying to catch up someone or run away. You can you use double jumping to kite around the pillar really well. So try to see when you can save some hovers and just double jump away and or two people. Second one is rescue. Rescue is a really important tool in your kit. It can help you save your life or life for your teammates. It can remove root from your healer who got root beamed by a boomy, or even can be used as an offensive tool to help you or your teammate reach a kill target. And for example, like when you play with a warrior and warrior got rooted and by a mage, mage brings away, you just rescue warrior on top of him, removing his root this way. So you can use it in many situations. It's really good ability. And I would advise using macro like this at cursor. This way you can move your target to location with your cursor. I saw a lot of evokers using stuff like rescue at player or whatever, and I saw like them just moving the healer to the place where they were before and completely screwing healer position this way and really helping anyone, just making game like way worse. Third one is not that big, but also quite important. What I notice is a lot of evokers never use or rarely use knockbacks, and you have two of them in your toolkit. You can use it often to get away from like enemy melee or just as interrupt, like extra interrupt in your tool. Like you can stop a chaos bolt casting or something, right? If you're in melee with Warlock. You can also sometimes, when you're getting away from a warrior, like in warrior leaps, you can, if he going to land right now, right, like already landing, you can knock him away mid leap. So don't forget to use that. Another one is your dispels. You can unshield, use your cauterizing flame and poison dispels on you or your teammates when needed. Like, for example, big one is when Asarok use his big Vendetta cooldown, Desmark, I think it's called. You can dispel it with a cauterizing flame or feral big blitz when he pops his cooldowns. You can dispel that. You can also dispel poisons from rogue to all of you healer. Just top you a little bit more because rogue's poison is blind mortal strike. So don't forget to use your dispels. And I guess that's it. That's whole guide is quite basic, right? But I hope it's gonna help someone. So if it helped you in any way, feel free to like, maybe subscribe to my channel. And if you have any more questions, you can always ask in comments or in my Twitch chat or in my Discord even. There's links in the description. So, well, thank you for watching. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.